We got maple and brown sugar this morning. Another cold morning. Not as foggy as yesterday. According to the radio, the 5 o'clock temperature at the Grand Marais airport was 32 degrees. That's right, the freezing mark. At Ely it was 34 degrees. Don't think it's quite as cold as either of those here. Upper 30s probably. But, still a chilly morning by anybody's standard. A little bit of mist on the water. Fog bank over to the west there. But, yeah. It's supposed to be clear today. Supposed to have a high of low to mid 60s. And a southeast wind at 10 miles an hour. I'd rather it was 5 miles an hour, but 10 miles, I'll take 10. It's from the southeast, so it shouldn't be too bad out on Seagull Lake, I hope. My leg acted up all night last night. I seem to have regressed, probably because of all the portaging I did yesterday. I may have to triple or maybe even quadruple the portage into Seagull. I don't know, I'll have to see how things go, but for one thing, for sure it's going to take me a long time to pack up camp, and it's going to take me a long time to get over that portage. Once I'm on the water, I should be okay. And of course, on the other end, then I gotta take everything up to the car. At least that's a short hike, short walk. It's not like I have to do a portage up to the car like I would at a lot of entry points. So, yeah, after last night and the way my leg felt all night, I'm definitely convinced I'm doing the right thing by leaving early. It'd be so much easier to get comfortable in my own bed at home. See how the leg does over the weekend, and may end up making a doctor's appointment if it doesn't get any better. See if there's something serious going on. Definitely killing me out here. One of the first things I'm going to do on my way home in Grand Marais, I'm going to find a place where I can get an ace bandage and wrap it up. I think that would help. Should bring one along on these trips, really. And probably from now on I will. I started getting up about 5:15. Of course, I did take some time out to get some pictures and some video, so the campsite. Well, here's the portage landing coming up. Last portage of the trip, 105 rods. Nice landing. It's 10 to 10, and now across the portage, I had help from a couple of angels named Trent and Emma. Even though they were single portaging going the other way, I told them my sad story about my leg. Trent carried my food pack back. Emma carried my tripod. I got my camera bag and sport bag. So, otherwise I probably would have had to triple portage that one. I don't think I could have carried my kitchen pack, my camera bag, my thwart bag, all in one trip. Leg was just hurting too much. Hurting too much today. Last leg of the trip. Pardon the pun. I didn't mean to be funny. Overall, it's been a pretty good trip. Probably my last trip to Seagull, through Seagull. Been doing almost annual trips here since the year after the Cavity Lake fire. So that's 2007 until now, 10 years. Mainly started coming this way so they could document the comeback. I had thoughts at one time of putting together a photo book of the comeback. I won't be doing that, but I do have lots of pictures over the years, and it's starting to look pretty again. And it's time to move on and explore other areas, because there's plenty more of the Boundary Waters I've never been to. And I'm obviously running out of time. Well, this afternoon, and I'm coming up to the landing. Oh. And that's the end of trip number 69. Thanks for watching. See you later. Okay, I thought I'd just tack on a little epilogue onto my Boundary Waters trip, my August Boundary Waters trip. Not the best trip I've ever done, but as they say, any trip you can walk away from, or in my case hobble away from, is a successful trip. So I thought for those that don't know the rest of the story, I'd give you a little update on what happened after the trip. I got home that night, the Friday night. I took care of myself through the weekend, took it easy. The leg didn't get any better, so the following week I went in to see a doctor, or actually a nurse practitioner to start with. They took x-rays and determined that it was a stress reaction, which is doctor speak for shin splint. So basically the only thing I could really do for that was what I had been doing, was resting and relaxing and not using it much, not walking, etc., etc. Now my hip was also bothering me. That didn't really come out in the video, but my hip was bothering me too. And I eventually talked to the doctor about that, and he determined I had, and this time it was the doctor, he determined that I had bursitis in my hip. Well, that was pretty easy to take care of. A quick cortisone shot, and that was done. And no more problem. Problem taken care of. So, but the shin splint itself, it took me a good month and a half or so before I was able to sleep through the night. It took me a good 2 months before I was even doing a modicum of normal activities. Even then I had to be careful. But eventually the rest, relaxation, recuperation did finally work, and I was finally able to get back to normal activities. Now, as I've been ramping up my activity level this spring, I've had a couple of days where the leg has kind of grumbled at me, and so what I've done is just kind of backed off on how hard I've been exercising, and iced it, and yeah, it's been like a 24-hour type of thing. The next day it's been just fine. So today is May 23rd, almost 9 months to the day, almost, to when I got out of my August Boundary Waters trip. I do have another trip planned for a week from now, so just hoping that my leg will be okay. It should be, but now I'm kind of recognizing the signs when it's maybe not going to be okay, and I know what to do when I get those signs. Of course, I won't have ice packs when I'm in the Boundary Waters, but at least I'll be able to know that I've got to lay off a little bit, take it easy. Of course, the water up there is still pretty cold, so maybe just soak it in the cold water for a while, whatever. But anyway, that'll be a good test to see just how far it's come. Also a good test to see how far I've come since I've started doing the exercising and stuff. So don't usually put an epilogue on my trip videos, but I thought in this case one was called for. So that's the rest of the story. Thanks for watching, as always. Appreciate comments, likes, all the rest of that good stuff. So yeah, hopefully I have plenty more trips to do, including this one next week. And yeah, get up here, Sam. See you. See Sam. And we'll see you in the next video. And in the meantime, see you on trail. And then we walks out.